Good morning. Welcome to TERRA at Home. We are at the best little baby store in Burlington. We're at Snuggle Bugz. We're here with Tanya, and it is that time of year to talk about strollers.
Definitely. It's finally nice weather out and we get to head outside and do some stuff. So that's
it's nice for parents to get out. And I just find now that my little guy is almost 3.5. Hard to believe.
I know.
But, you know, I got his stroller here, but the technology keeps changing.
It does. And you think it's at the best possible point, and then all of a sudden
it just
they
keeps
come
getting
up with really
better.
cool stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think the thing that we need to discuss is that there's something for everybody. Yeah. Some people even have 2 strollers for different functions, right?
Yeah, different lifestyles, different times in your life, traveling, all that stuff.
Right.
Kind of requires different strollers.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a little bit overwhelming. And so people have a lot of questions. I know you guys have showcases. You just had one a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Where people can come in. But at any time, people can come in and you guys can show how to put them together, how to take them apart, and
everything possible, all
the functions on them. Okay, so let's talk about sort of, why don't we start with this awesome blue one?
Okay.
Because it's very cool.
Well, this is a great stroller. It kind of does everything you would kind of want in a stroller. The only thing you can't do it with it is jog, but everything else, it's your stroller. It has a seat like this, and the best part about this seat is that it pops out. You can face it to you and you can face it out. So it's really simple. Just pops out like that, and then it will just click in like that.
And that's actually a really, really great thing.
Well, exactly. Like at the beginning, baby wants to look at you.
Yes.
And then they just want to look at the puppies and the cats and all the other kids playing around. You switch them, but having them face you is really key.
And they say that experts were saying that they really want you, initially you want that eye contact with your child.
As much bonding as possible.
Exactly. And so to turn out a brand new little baby out into the world, it's actually more scary for them. So it's really nice to have that combination. And so eventually they want to look at the birds and all that other stuff.
Exactly.
So
switch them back around.
Okay. So the great part about this too is that there's the bassinet side of things.
So this comes with a bassinet, which is fabulous. It lasts for, depending on your baby, sometimes 5 months. My kids were all out of them by 5 months because they're just nosy and want to see out.
Oh, right. They don't want to be flat.
They don't want to be flat down. They want to be looking at everything around. But we'd go for a walk, put them in the bassinet, come home still asleep. You can take the bassinet out and take them in, which is, to me, key. Keep your baby sleeping. That's sleeping.
Absolutely. And you know. Okay, 6, 4, and 2-year-olds you have, right?
6, 4, and 2, so keep them sleeping.
She knows. Absolutely. That's absolutely key. So I like that idea of having the bassinet as well. So that's really just kind of a nice combination for people.
Right.
It's good quality.
Good
it's
quality.
Great,
nice big wheels too, so you're not getting stuck and frustrated through the snow, that type of thing.
Yeah, and we all know you go out in all weather. When you're a mom or dad, you have to get out.
Just get out.
All right, so let's talk about this guy. I really like this one. This is neat.
This one here is the Mini by Baby Jogger, and it's not a jogging stroller, that's just the company. But what's great about it is that it's your single stroller. Very simple, still has a lot of slots for your child to sit in, but what it's really well known for is its fold, because you want to be able to get it in your car easily, fold it down easily, in a lightweight stroller. So I'll show you that, because that is the best part of this.
Shockingly easy.
Literally comes down like this.
Yeah, because you see so many people in the parking lot
struggling and take this piece and that piece and everything.
I know we used to have, because when one of our vehicles was an SUV, we would just stick the whole stroller still together and put it in the back because we didn't know how to take it apart.
Exactly.
So
this is a great one like that. So folds down really nice and small, fits into any vehicle really easily too, which is great.
Okay, very good. Okay, so now we're moving on to the jogger style.
Yes. So jogging strollers are very specific when they're made, and it's just all a couple different factors that it's dependent on. But the main thing is you want 3 wheels, and it has to be a jogging stroller. The front wheel always comes off of a pivot, so that one there can do a full pivot, but then you can take it off, because when you're jogging, you want it to go straight forward and not moving all around and that type of thing. And then you can switch it back to use it for every day also.
That's great. And you know what, again, it's another great way for moms or dads to get exercise at the same time they're spending time with their child.
Well, exactly.
You're with them so much.
And like in my house, like my husband works quite a bit, so for me to wait for him to come home from work and then head out for a jog and that type of thing, it's a big deal. Here you still get that flexibility. So it's nice. Tons of, like as you can see in here too, there's a lot of
padding
and all the points there that kind of need that extra padding. It's a great stroller for that.
Very nice. Very nice quality. And lots of little pockets, which you need for snacks.
My kids love those. We have this one at home, and it's full of everything you can think of. Yes.
Goldfish.
Whatever they need is in there.
Goldfish are everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, and this cute little red guy.
Yeah, so that is the G-Lux by Up a Baby. And again, it's from the same company that makes this one, and that's their umbrella stroller.
Okay.
So simple, so easy. You see it traveling all the time, taking it on the airplanes, that type of thing. Folds down really small and is super lightweight. So it's that ideal on-the-go stroller that you don't need to get through sand or snow, that type of thing. You're just needed on your
So that's the answer to the umbrella stroller, because the original like umbrella strollers are kind of scary for kids. Like
they're really low too, right?
They are.
So mom and dad aren't comfortable pushing them because I see them way down in here when this one, it's still your same height that you're going to be using in any other stroller, but you get the comfort still for your child, a nice padding.
I was going to say, and there's the proper posture support so that they can put their head back. I find with the regular umbrella strollers, it almost cuts right there. Yeah, so it's very difficult.
You get that, and even like a little adjustable footrest. So it kind of gives you all those little things you want, but not in that tiny, tiny little umbrella stroller. So
absolutely. Okay. Yeah. So this is just a small selection of what you guys have.
Yes.
When someone's coming in, I mean, obviously you guys have a few questions for them when they're saying, okay, I need a stroller. It's my first baby. I have no idea what I need. So
well, we always ask if you have a dog, because that there changes how you walk with your dog. You're probably going to be taking your baby out just as much. So if you have a dog, typically you're going to bigger parks, not always on the sidewalk, maybe a little more all-terrain.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought about that. See, I don't have a dog.
Exactly. But yeah, some people then just go straight to a jogger, even though it's not used for jogging. So you look for that, or if they have an older child, or if they're planning on having more children. Right. The upper you can attach a second seat on, so it kind of turns into a second as you grow. So depending on all those types of things too, it really helps us decide on what type of stroller. If you're just a mall or a sidewalk walker, that's a very different stroller than someone who's doing all those other things.
Okay, so these are good questions. Okay, so again, obviously some people, I know we have sort of like almost a big style chariot type thing. So you can have that. That's sort of something that adapts even to an older child as well.
Exactly,
right?
And Baby Jogger makes a great one like that too, and it can hook to bicycle. You can do it with just walking like this, turn it into a 4-wheel, a 3-wheel, a bike. So it's a lot of different options. Okay. Really, there's tons of strollers. I like hear, I don't know, maybe 50 out on the floor, and more that they have also. So.
And so again, that's the cool part. So you can come here, you guys can literally do what we're doing, and you can wheel them around, feel.
We'll walk them out to your trunk too, see if it actually fits, which sometimes that's kind of important too. We've tried to fit some into Mini Coopers, and there's only certain ones that go in those.
I was the mom with the Mini Cooper, so I know. Even get a car seat in there wasn't fun. Well, thank you for listening, letting us come visit your store again. And again, obviously, you guys anybody needs help as a mom or a dad, new to be. I know you guys have all the answers, so thanks,
Thank you so much, Leslie.
This is Snuggle Bugz in Burlington, and we're actually going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with more Terra at Home.
Live color fully at Terra, where color lives.
You've sat under them and built forts in them. You've swung from them and fell out of them. You've even fallen in love under them. Trees have always held a special place in our hearts and memories. A natural beauty, trees will grow with you and your family and bring color and nature into your world. For your assurance of quality, look for trees and shrubs with the Medallion plant tag. Medallion plants, locally grown, the pride of Niagara.
AM 900 CHML is giving you more news when you want it most. Non-stop news weekday mornings 5 till 9, weekday afternoons 3 to 6, with weather and traffic on the 9s. Hear about it first from AM 900 CHML, Hamilton's news talk leader.
Welcome back to Terra at Home. Now we're at a cute little store called Saltridges downtown Burlington. I'm here with Nancy Salter, and this is your great little shop.
Yes, it is.
And a cool little place. I like how you put lotions and potions, and that's basically what you do here, right?
That's right. We do lotions and potions. We do a little bit of loungewear, but essentially it's lotions and potions, perfumes, cosmetics, body and bath, skin care, sun care, body care, face care.
Awesome. Now, basically what you're doing is you're researching all over the world to kind of find some really cool little pieces that you don't see everywhere, right?
That's right.
Products that are just not familiar to a lot of people.
Right. They're all niche brands that we bring in. We focus on organic, natural. It's sort of murky, but as our tag is beauty with a conscience, so as clean as it can be or we understand it to be at this time. It's constantly changing and evolving.
That's the thing, right? It is.
So, but the focus is for it to be as healthy and safe for your body while still providing luxury lotions and potions.
And that's hard, right? I'm finding, because I'm very much interested in trying to find as natural products as I possibly can, right? So you're hearing about organic, you hear about natural. You hear a lot now, there's that focus on what's not in a product, because there's can be a lot of bad things in products.
I think really that's what you need to emphasize on. There are certain things you don't want to find. You don't want to find parabens, you don't want to find sulfates, you don't want to find phthalates. So so I find it better I sort of scan products to make sure certain things aren't there.
Yes.
And then it can be murky what is there.
Right, and that's the thing. So again, as you say, ever evolving. So we're still all trying to adjust, and it's becoming more and more mainstream to people that there are some things that we don't want to have in our skincare. So it's good to come in. I think one of the focuses obviously being now here at the end of June, we're talking a lot about you know, skincare and sun care and protecting our skin. Now, one thing we should be doing is protecting our skin all year round.
Yes.
I know a lot of people don't do
that.
In
Ontario, sometimes you think you can get away with it.
Yes, but I'm a little bit of a culprit for that one in the winter sometimes.
I can be myself as well, because you want some vitamin D, so it's a balance. But once the sun comes, and you've got to be careful, we've brought in Kula, which is a great line from LA. It's either Kula or Cool LA.
Okay.
It's an organic and natural product, so it has a mineral line and it has a regular sunscreen line. The differences being in mineral products. There are the zinc oxides and the titanium oxides, and these have chemical sunscreen. Small amounts, but they do have chemical sunscreen.
Okay, okay. So kind of a good gamut though, right? You've got like a 45 and a 30, which they're saying if you're going to be wearing a sunscreen or a sunblock, you should be going up that high, right?
Well, they're also saying nothing should be labeled above a 30.
Ah, okay.
So
interesting.
You'll see the packaging change. I think most things will say 30 and nothing else.
Really? Because you know you've seen 60, 75.
And 95.
Yeah. So really 30 is kind of the sort of the
standard.
The standard.
I would say it's the standard.
Okay.
I know lots of dermatologists talk about the 65s and the 90s, but from what I understand from Kula, and I think actually it's changing the regulations, 30 is the maximum number to put on a new product.
Okay, good. Again, the ever-revolving world, right?
That's right, that's right.
And again, so of course the minerals, I like that you even have, this one's called Mineral Baby, so you even have one that's for little ones, right?
That's for 6 months and up. It's mineral, so it's safe for their skin. It's actually safe for anybody with eczema or allergies, but they put baby on it because moms are concerned about what they would put on a newborn. So it's a safe product. You can wait. You don't have to put it on them a half an hour before, which you do with sunscreens. You don't know whether you're going out. You might be, you might not. You can wait till the minute you're going out the door and then slather them up and they're protected.
Very good. So that's what's good about these ones as well.
That's right.
Again, as you're mentioning, if you're playing tennis, golf, you're being out there this summer, and you need a quick block and you feel like you're getting a bit of a burn, then you can just lather some of this on.
Exactly. So they do, in the minerals, they do some face products that are tinted and have a bit of color. So if you so if you're getting color and you apply it, you don't look like you've got white blobs on your face.
Okay, so the one thing that I'm finding is I'm fair-skinned, and so basically, you know, if you're trying to block out all the rays, then you're not getting color. But I want color, so this brings us kind of a little bit over to this product as well. This is new. This is cool.
This is a new product. It's called Pretty Potions. It's all essential oils. It's a skin tightener, and it also provides color to your skin. Because it's raw, it's 92% raw natural ingredients. It treats your skin, so if you have bruises or you have blood vessels or anything that's showing it over time, it corrects it.
Wow.
It can be as light as invisible, which you can use on your face and your hair, on your arms, or you can go to a dark color, which would create a bit of suntan.
Okay, so that's kind of neat. And again, I love this. I'm even reading up on it. I mean, even the packaging, they've tried to minimize the packaging. So they've tried to be as natural and pure as they possibly can with this product.
We try to focus on packaging at Saltridges. This is eco packaging. We try and make sure that the waste of any of these products, some of them considered luxury, are responsible.
Which is nice because, you know, in the past we've seen luxury lines, we won't get into any major names, but that really, it's all about big, bold packaging, and there's just so much stuff that we don't need.
You throw it out, you need to burn it, it's waste. So they're definitely trying to eliminate it or have it be recycled product that they use to create the packaging.
So, and then what's nice about these products is that, again, you're getting into ingredients that are actually good for your skin versus, you know, like really trying to put in some good things, and you're at least tolerant, especially for people who have sensitive skin. So
that's right. Nice. So this one, over time, they claim this improves the quality of your skin.
Very cool. I like that idea. This is definitely for me. And okay, so we should talk about this as well. This is great. Say you're going to yoga, or you've been out having a long day, you've been out in the garden, or you've been out, again, playing a game of golf, and you just you're going out for dinner. You want to refresh.
That's right.
This is neat.
These are, they're almost like baby wipes. They're cleansing pads. They're on a piece of bamboo, which is a sustainable product. So you can wash your face with it. There's no alcohol. They're soaked in vitamins. They're paraben-free. They're fragrance-free. They have certified organic ingredients in them. So they're a great product. You keep them, they can be individually packaged like this, so you keep them in the console in your car.
Look at that. That's cool. So like little tiny, yeah, as you say, like a little wet one.
Exactly. A wet one for your face.
Yeah.
So exactly, on the golf course, on the beach, out of yoga class, and you're grimy, it removes even waterproof mascara.
That's really cool, and again, Canadian. They even have like Canadian honey in them, and so again, I like the packaging idea. So these are a whole package of little wet ones, kind of individual ones, and then this is neat too to have sort of. I guess they're all kind of lined up in there. Wet and ready to go.
Just like a baby wipe. So on your bathroom counter, if you want to use it every night to take your eye makeup off or wash your face, it also tones, so you don't need another product other than your moisturizer.
So, I mean, this is just a really small sample. I mean, you have beautiful smelling candles. I mean, especially with this time of year that we're going into, lots of really great smelling lotions and creams, body lotions that just really kind of make people feel good, especially when you're exposing more skin as you head out the door.
The more skin you expose,
the
better you want it to look. It's a tough time of the year to start sticking your skin out. So yes, that's all about the lotions and potions.
Yeah, so basically people can come by and talk to you, and you can kind of help guide them on what product you need, because you also have beautiful perfumes and just really help people find their scent.
Definitely. We have a wide variety of niche perfumes actually that are fantastic. Most of them, we're the only people in Canada carrying them. So
then you don't smell like anybody else.
Exactly. I like to say you don't smell like the duty-free shop.
That's a good one. I love it. Well, thank you, Nancy, for letting us come and spend some time in your store, and it is really just a fun little place to be and see what's happening new.
Thank you.
All right, that's it for now. We'll have more Terra at Home. We'll be back.
Come and explore the new Terra, where color lives.
Heritage Perennials presents Terra's Perennial Pick of the Week. The classic low-mounding bellflower, Blue Clips features up-facing bluebells for weeks on end, starting in early summer. Heritage Perennials. Look for us in the blue pots.
AM 900 CHML is giving you more news when you want it most. Non-stop news weekday mornings 5 till 9, weekday afternoons 3 to 6, with weather and traffic on the 9s. Hear about it first from AM 900 CHML, Hamilton's news talk leader.
Welcome back to Terra at Home, and we're back with Chef Rachel in the Terra kitchen, and we're talking some fun summer dishes for people to have this summer and enjoy light and involving shrimp, so that's always nice. What are we making?
This is a nice appetizer for the summertime. It's shrimp and avocado salad is what I call it. So it's a really simple appetizer, something that can be made up ahead of time if you're having people over, so that's always a good option.
It is, yes.
And we'll talk about some presentation ideas too for it.
Sounds good.
So it's really simple. Actually, the ingredients that are in it: some shrimp, cooked shrimp. Now these, the count per pound for these are 71.90, so they're quite small.
They're little,
like a salad shrimp almost.
Okay, yeah.
So you don't have to use that if you want to use bigger ones. That's fine, but I would suggest maybe cutting them in half if you're using a bigger shrimp, or in chunks. Because these are so small, I think we're just going to leave them the size they
they're actually kind of nice if you're looking at it from an appetizer standpoint. They're kind of a nice little size.
Yeah.
They look good.
You just don't want them too big that it's a salad, so it's bite-sized, right?
Right.
So in with this, we're going to mix some red onion, so just finely diced red onion. And then some avocado. So shrimp and avocado, so those are the two main ingredients. That's what we want to see. We want our avocado to be right, but not too right, because we want it to keep its shape. We don't want it to go too mushy.
Right. It's hard. Avocados are difficult, right? I know sometimes what I like about stores, they'll put like ripe today or ready now, that kind of thing. They'll put signs, and basically, I mean, if you're going to have them and you want it, sometimes you want an avocado that night, and they're not ripe, right? So the ability to have that. Now look at you, you've got a beautiful avocado there, because sometimes you open them up and they don't look so good inside.
You're not sure, yeah. This one's really nice. So I usually just cut it right in the shell there. I'm going to try to keep this intact, because this is what I'm talking about when we're talking presentation.
Right.
I want to try to keep this shell, but I'm
for guacamole, doesn't matter, but for something like this, strategic, trying to keep those nice little squares.
I just go lengthwise and then horizontally and cut some squares, and then we can, if it's ripe enough, we should just be able to scoop it out just like that. So that's,
oh, look at that.
That's easy. And then it's already diced for us.
Perfect.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these, and then when the salad's done, we'll spoon it back into it.
Get out of here!
That's
a great idea. I love when you do that. It always just it's nice. It's its own little dish.
Right.
Very eco-friendly of you, Rachel.
Yes. Yeah. So we can do that. The other option for serving is just a head of lettuce, so maybe some Boston lettuce or a nice big leaf lettuce, and put that on the plate and spoon the salad into that. Is another option.
Yeah,
in this case, we're going to put some greens down, and we're going to put the avocado half on top of it.
Cool. Great. Great idea.
Instead of just half an avocado on the plate.
Yeah.
So carefully try to take this out with my knife. I just don't want to break my knife.
Especially a nice chef's knife.
So do the same thing. So like I said, just be careful if you're gonna cut it this way, not to cut through it, so it stays good.
It seems very California fresh kind of style to me, this sort of, mixing the shrimp and the avocado. And again, it's just so nice to, especially, a lot of people that in the summertime, they don't really have big meals. I know a lot of times I'll just have girlfriends over and have some fun cocktails, and we'll just sort of nibble on things. So having just this kind of something like that, just some light things, people don't really like eating too much, I find. You get away from the big casseroles and the heavy dishes, so this is a great idea.
Okay, so basically those are your ingredients. I'm going to add in some mayonnaise now, and that's going to be the binder. That's what's going to tie it all together.
Okay.
I'm going to add everything in here before I start mixing it, because again, you don't want to mix the avocado too much.
Yeah.
It's just it's part of the presentation. Basically, is why you want to keep it whole, just so it looks nice, right? If it goes a little mushy, that's definitely okay. A little bit of lemon juice we'll add in there, so just about a tablespoon or so. And I like to add a couple dashes of Tabasco sauce.
Oh,
just 2 or 3.
A little more flavor.
Yeah, a little extra flavor. Some salt and pepper, as usual. And then I have a little bit of cayenne pepper too, so you can just add that for a kick. It's not too hot by any means, this recipe, but it just gives it a little extra flavor.
Well, that's the thing, especially with avocado and shrimp, they don't have a lot of flavor on their own, right? They're very mild, sort of more on the blander side of things. So you need to have some sort of flavoring agents to bring things out. So yeah, some lemon juice and having that the pepper, hot sauce. That's good. Very good.
So basically, this is all it is. I was going to cut up this other avocado. So I can do that and add it in too, because you don't want too much mayonnaise in there. You just want a nice combination. So if I add a little bit more avocado, then I think
it's kind of the ratios, right? Yeah, right. That's really good.
And I was thinking too about variations of this. You can, make it your own. That's what I always like to tell people. So adding a little bit of mango, I thought would be nice. I was thinking about the mango earlier.
That would be good.
And
some cilantro. Because I love adding cilantro to everything.
Sure, we have some fresh cilantro here. So whatever you like. Yeah, fresh herbs are always good. I like adding basil to everything, so I would put some basil in here personally.
Okay.
But yeah, make it your own. Make it nice and fresh. Whatever fresh herbs you have on hand.
This would actually be even good a little bit if you somehow figured out on like a little crostini or something, right? You could just kind of put them on little...
Yeah,
right?
That's a great idea.
That would be kind of a nice way of serving it too.
Crostinis like that. Instead of the shrimp, I use crab.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would
a little bit of crab meat, which I like too.
It probably sits on the cracker better.
Yeah, but this is nice too. So yeah, so many different ways that you can present this salad. It's something that needs a little bit of care and creativity. It's not something that I would just put in a salad bowl. No. Do you know what I mean?
No, but I think as you kind of go along, you can sort of add your own to it. Now you could probably also add lime instead of lemon, right?
Of course.
Right? That would always taste good with, especially with avocado and that type of thing. So,
yeah. So a little bit more salt and pepper.
Yeah, probably would, I guess. Perfect.
We can taste that in a moment and make sure that it's good, and then we can plate it up.
Okay. All right. Good. All right, so what we'll do is we'll take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll show you again presentations and the style, and we'll give it a taste. Be back with more.
Live color fully at Terra, where color lives.
You've sat under them and built forts in them. You've swung from them and fell out of them. You've even fallen in love under them. Trees have always held a special place in our hearts and memories. A natural beauty, trees will grow with you and your family and bring color and nature into your world. For your assurance of quality, look for trees and shrubs with the Medallion plant tag. Medallion plants, locally grown, the pride of Niagara.
AM 900 CHML is giving you more news when you want it most. Non-stop news weekday mornings 5 till 9, weekday afternoons 3 to 6, with weather and traffic on the 9s. Hear about it first from AM 900 CHML, Hamilton's news talk leader.
Welcome back to Terra at Home, and again, kind of putting together some nice summer recipe ideas for you. It's nice to say it's officially summer. We're back with Chef Rachel in the Terra kitchen, and again, we were putting together really nice, easy, light ideas for summer, for entertaining in particular.
Yes.
Right? And this is that time of year, and a lot of people have friends over, and you want something easy. And again, what I like about this is you said you can prepare it ahead of time.
Yeah, of course.
Which is good. So even with the avocado, which we know sometimes can go brown, I guess because you've put in the lemon juice, that helps really kind of hold it.
Yeah, it will help it. The mayonnaise, all the mixture together will stay good for a little bit. Not something that I would prepare the day ahead, but definitely
earlier on.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, very good. All right, so tell me how you were suggesting that you could put it inside of these little avocado shells.
Right. So I'm going to start for the plate. I'm just going to place some greens on the plate. Just a bed for the avocado to sit on.
This is also nice if you were actually having a dinner party and you were having, as you're saying, plating it like this. This is like, we talked about putting on a crostini and that and having it just on a plate for people to grab, but having it served at the table, it looks so nice and it's so easy.
Yeah, it's fancy. I think a lot of people think, fancy upscale things have to be difficult, but they're not.
No.
They're not.
Now we know all the inside secrets.
So what I do is I just spoon this mixture right back into the shell. Now, with this recipe, there's not much of an option, but for other recipes, you can do this, right? You can use something, one of the ingredients that's actually in your dish, to help plate it. So I mean, in here we have avocado, we have shrimp, there's some lemon. So if you take out the center of this lemon,
you could do it that way.
Sure, you could do it in there too. And I would recommend doing something that's actually in the dish rather than scooping this in, say, like a tomato or something.
It looks good. It's very creative.
But it ties it all together, and then we can we'll top it off with a nice slice of lemon.
Okay. So remind you again, Rachel's recipes are all online at terragreenhouses.com, and you can join us every Saturday morning at 5:30. And thanks, Chef Rachel, making things look so good for us again. And yes, happy summer. We'll be back with more Terra. See you next Saturday morning.